Hello and welcome to today's CDO Magazine interview series. My name is Ben DeBow and I'm the CEO of Fortified Data. We are partnering with the CDO Magazine, MIT CDO IQ, and the International Society of Chief Data Officers in a series of interviews. Today I have the pleasure of talking with Carrie White. She's the VP of Technology and Information and Philanthropic Strategy of University of Cincinnati Foundation. And we're going to be talking to you about some questions around data in your organizations. So can you please share with me a little bit around your background in your career within your organization and prior?
Sure. Nice to meet you, Ben, and thank you so much for having me. Again, my name is Carrie White. I'm the Vice President of Technology, Information, and Philanthropic Strategy at the University of Cincinnati Foundation. We raise about $100 million annually for the University of Cincinnati, as well as our partner, UC Health. In this role, I supervise a team of 28 professionals who do all things data and technology to support our fundraising infrastructure. My career started in this field, believe it or not, working in a small membership office at the Birmingham Zoo in Birmingham, Alabama, where we had a homegrown Paradox database and an in-house developer who loved to tell me, go figure it out. So I had the luxury of playing and teaching myself how to work with databases and work with data early on in my career, and have stayed in the nonprofit technology industry throughout. Like I said, here at the foundation, we raise about $100 million annually, and my team is in charge of all things enterprise data. So if it stores data, if the data needs to be collected, the data needs to be analyzed or reported on, that's what my team is responsible for.
Oh, perfect. And one of the challenging things these days, we all are living through it and lived through it last year. How has the COVID-19 pandemic impacted the progress of your key data initiatives and your strategic roadmap?
Sure.
Or if it has?
It really accelerated it in one way, in that without a compelling reason, the system wasn't going to change. So we have this real dilemma when you're talking about fundraising, in that we are asking people to give us their hard-earned treasure, right? And so people want to see overhead as low as possible, and they don't necessarily want to make the same investments in data and technology the way industry does. So we are faced with keeping up with our competitors. People still look at us like we're supposed to be Amazon or Netflix and provide that similar experience, but do it with minimal overhead. And so we've had resistance, I would say, within our staff to embrace new technologies in a way that would really accelerate fundraising results. And what COVID did was provide that compelling reason. So we were able to transform a staff overnight to a remote workforce, just like everybody else had to. And we had to embrace technology and data in a new way, because we had to completely reimagine how we were fundraising. No longer could we jump on a plane and go visit with a donor or host them at a special event. We had to find ways to connect with donors in new and engaging ways, using technology and data to target and identify our best opportunities. So we've really had an embrace of our technical roadmap by building a digital workforce that is competent in using the tools and data that's provided to them to drive their fundraising results.
Oh, perfect. And has that changed the priorities that you started off in 2020 and 21, or how did it influence 21 priorities with some of this transformation?
21 has really been focused on putting into hyperspeed our data governance program, because we really had folks that were hungry and desperate for data in a new and unique way. And so while we had a data governance program in place, we went to an endpoint protection system where we could ensure that we were providing our end users the data they needed, but also protecting our donors at the highest security levels possible.
Yeah, and that's very critical these days with the organizations and your staff being remote, is protecting that data as you adapted on how you deliver the data out to your end users and so forth, and your staff, right?